What is up, guys? It is BrickLover18 here today with part number 2 of unpacking my Lego room following the massive renovations that just concluded. I am so excited to be in the room today, and I feel grateful that the whole process only lasted a month, and now I am here unpacking my Lego collection. You guys would have seen in part 1 that I got a majority of it done actually. I opened up the plastic room full of the bookshelves, pulled all the bookshelves out, set up my studio, set up my desk, and more. Overall, I was very impressed with the room my dad and I built, the dust-proof room, because it really kept the dust out of all the Lego and stuff like that, which was really, really key and really important. So it's been awesome not to have to dust everything like crazy, because you should see the rest of my apartment. It is just a disaster. But excited to be back here today, and in this video we are going to finish up resetting up the Lego room after having to tear it all down just 5 weeks ago. So let's get into it. This part of the unpacking is something that I have been dreading, is putting up all of these minifigures back on the wall. Oh, it's an empty one. But these minifigures, here in the beautiful packaging, they go up along this string, all along the side of the wall. And this is actually my least favorite part because these are so finicky to hang, but they just look so good once they're up there. So here goes nothing. Alright guys, so I got all of the Lego minifigures hung up and they're looking really, really good. And there's some room, of course, for expansion down there, which I'm very, very excited about. I did also include 2 of these empty shells just because I have a couple minifigures from United Bricks and some other companies that I'd love to put on the wall, and I wanted a good spot for them. I've also got the cart finally in place now. This is where I'm going to put a bunch of the sets and other, content things that I need to make the content of. I also hung up my whiteboard, which is really, really good. This needed to be, put back up after taking it down, and I'm going to try and continue updating that. Look at that. Almost a year ago today, I've got all the statistics from my YouTube channel and social medias and stuff like that, which is really, really exciting. I should update that because I've hit some milestones since then. I've also started putting some bins back up here. I want to make it look nice, but of course I've gotta put them up somewhere. And then I also put the model team set up here. And you guys have already seen all of the airplanes and stuff like that. Sorry, the lights in the way are already put up. I've also got these 3 studio lights that I just do not know what to do with because I don't want them here in the Lego room anymore. But the rest of my apartment's kind of full, so I'm gonna have to figure something out. And look at this, I've actually hung the TV now as well, which looks really, really awesome. Super excited for that. So it is on a swivel mount, which is really, really neat. So it can look like this, but it can also go flush against the wall here. And it swivels around, so I can have, my desk set up here. I could sit here and watch TV. I could be building over here at this table. This is kind of where I keep that. And I could have it swivel here so I can watch TV. I could even be building over there and watch TV. So very, very excited to have this mount up now. As you can see, I've sort of done a little bit of cable management as well. I also installed one of the lights up here, which looks really, really good. And I'm just waiting on a return from another one for it got a little damaged, which is going to look awesome there as well. So I will be able to, light it up and make it a lot brighter in here as well because I have room for one more light to be installed. I've also been doing some work in the Bricklink room here, as you can see, putting a bunch of boxes and stuff like that away here. This sets to part out. I'm not the biggest fan of this. As you can see, I've expanded from having just 1 bookcase in this room to now having 3. These 2 are from my bedroom. I got new bookcases in there during the renovation, so I just moved the old ones in here. They're kind of blocking the door, which is fine because I never shut it anyway, but it is blocking the other door here, which sometimes I did like having as a secondary entrance to the Lego room or anything like that. And I don't like how it's pretty close to the door, but I didn't know what else to do with these bookcases. As I said, my apartment is pretty full, and well, I did fill them up, so clearly there was a need for the bookcases. But yeah, that's wasn't intentional, but that is what it's looking like right now. I've also put the minifigure display shelf back up, which is fine right here, but I do have a long-term plan of actually putting it over here somewhere, just because I think it would be a lot nicer to look at and stuff like that. I also want to include my YouTube play buttons here in the Lego room somewhere as well. So once the play button arrives, as well as once everything's good to go, I'll probably have my dad help me hang those 2 things kind of in this general area here, and then I'll fill the rest with posters or something like that. I've also got one more light that needs to be put into place. This one is right here. As you can see, I've got this one here looking at the Lego City, and the plan for this light, it's going to go in this corner here so it can be controlled by the room remote control. And I just think this room looks so much better without those additional studio lights in the corners. All right, guys, so I'm excited to say the Lego room is officially reset up from all of the packing and all of the renovations. Over here, the city is complete. Obviously, it never really changed, but it's still looking good. All of the parts collections right here with all of, a couple new displays, which is really, really exciting. This area has remained relatively unchanged. I ended up not adding the light there just because I couldn't do it safely. It would have involved me running a power cord into a power cord, which I did not feel comfortable doing. So this is what it looks like, and it's still very, very bright, even without that extra light there. I managed to put all the other lights. I just had to disassemble them and put them in my front closet, which looks really, really good, and I'm excited about that. And then as you can see, the studio area is set up over here as well. We've got the studio table with all the floors marked so I can move everything around. Sets and stuff like that on top of the shelves. New areas over here where products can be stored. A new, light arrangement, everything like that. Of course, my studio table here. Originally, I did forget to add the table extenders down there, so I had to just go back and redo that. But I also hung the white backdrop, which looks really, really awesome. And I've got the lights there as well. I've got one of my YouTube play buttons here. This is obviously the one made in Lego, which I originally made for 2,500 subscribers. Right now, it reached 25,000, so I think I'm going to edit that and, go back to the old days and then hopefully get my new play button and display it right next to this. And then, of course, I've got my desk set up over here with my 2 monitors. I've got the iPad there as well as the TV above it. So I'm very, very happy with how the Lego room is looking right now. I think it went back together very, very nicely, and it was good because there are a lot of new changes to the Lego room as well. So it didn't go back just exactly the way I liked it or the way I had it before, but very, very happy with all these new changes, and I think it looks really, really awesome, including this is a new table here. As you can see, there are wheels on the bottom. This is a table I had in my bedroom. I used it as a desk, and I just swapped the other one out with the other table I had with no wheels because it makes a lot more sense to have, this table here on wheels. So very, very excited for the Lego room and, for all the progress and stuff like that that I made. I'm very happy with how everything is going, and I think this is going to be a perfect for making videos and stuff like that. I have not made new videos in a while. I have not made TikToks in months. I am so excited to getting back to content creating, and this is going to be the perfect space to do it in. So guys, thank you again for tuning into today's unpacking vlog where you watch me for the second time, part number 2, unpack my Lego room after those extensive renovations. Fingers crossed that I won't be doing any packing anytime soon here in the Lego room, and I want to get to content creating, I want to get to building, and I want to get to do all the really fun things that, one gets to do with Lego. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and of course, subscribe. And I'm looking forward to seeing you here in the next video coming very, very soon.